Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to create our own ChatGPT powered chatbot with OpenAI. And what you see over here is my own personal project that inspired me to create this tutorial for you. So I'm just going to tell you that this project has some additional features that maybe I will mention later in future tutorials. For example, uploading a document to a Postgres database with vector extension, so later I can have an ordinary chat, or I can ask specific questions about the documents that I have uploaded. I also have an option to analyze images, and this is something that is done for my wife, so she can upload some images and get a proper description back. But what we are going to build today is a simpler version. And let me show you how it will work. So to begin, we need to start a new chat. What we get is this chat window and input, so we can write messages. We also have our unique session ID, and all the messages that we are going to type and get back from the AI are going to be associated with this particular session ID. So let's write, hello, my name is Luke. Hello, Luke. How can I assist you today? And now I'm just going to check if the large language model remembers my name. What is my name? Your name is Luke. How can I help you today, Luke? This solution will be built with the use of Langchain. So this is an open source framework that is designed to help developers build such applications powered by large language models. And if you would like to know the basics of Langchain, let me also know in the comments below. Also would like to mention that the description to this video, as well as the source code, is going to be published on a Medium article. And yeah, I'm going to place the link in the description or in the pinned comment. All right, so I've created a brand new Django project and I've added the chat's application to it with the use of Python manage py start app command. Currently, I'm in the models py file where we will fill out two classes, the chat session and the message. One important note to keep in mind that for this tutorial, the minimum version of Python that is required is Python 3.10. All right, so now what I'm going to do is to paste over here two fields necessary for the chat session. We will override the ID with the UEID field. So we need to import UEID. And then we will also have the created field. Next, let's paste in the fields for the message. And over here we have four fields: the session, which is a foreign key to the chat session, the sender, which is a char field, and it has two choices, human or AI. Then we have a text field and a created field. All right, so what I'm going to do next is to provide a string representation method for both classes, but also I'm going to add the messages for the chat session. So over here we have this foreign key relationship with the related name messages, and I'm going to get all the messages for the chat session. All right, and also let's provide the string representation method for the message. So here we will display the sender capitalized, the created date time, and the preview. And the preview will be the text if it's up to 30 characters long, and if it's longer, it will have these three dots added at the end. In the forms py, we created a chat form class that inherits from forms.form, and over here I'm going to paste the code for the user input. Next, I'm in the utils.py file where we have this generate response function, which is very important because through this function we are going to talk to the large language model. This function takes in the user input and the history. And before we walk through the code, let's take a look at the imports because they are quite important. So we are importing chat OpenAI from Langchain OpenAI, and over here you can see that we already configured the LLM. We pass in the model as GPT-4o mini, so this is the large language model that we will be using, and we are setting the OpenAI API key as OpenAI API key defined over here. So with the use of OS and load.nv, which is imported from .nv, and this comes from the python.nv package, we are loading my API key, my OpenAI API key that I stored in the .nv file. Next, we have the chat prompt template, and we will come back to this later, the str output parser, as well as the system message, where we can, for example, define the role of our AI assistant, the human message, so this is what we are going to write, and the AI message, which is going to be the response of the large language model. So let's paste in the code and let's begin from the beginning. So at the top we have an empty list set as history messages, and then we have a for loop where we are looping through the history. So this history will come, as mentioned before, from the view, and this is going to be represented as the latest session messages. So we are looping through them in order to get the most recent ones. So if the message sender is human, we are going to use a human message, and if the message sender is AI, we are going to use an AI message. And then we are appending our current human message that comes from the user input. Next, with the use of chat prompt template, we are passing the system prompt, which is defined over here, and actually we need to set something over here. So let's write maybe you are a helpful assistant, and that's all. If you want, you can set some sophisticated role, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to keep it very simple. And yeah, now this is done. And then we have the chain. And this is why you need to have Python 3.10 for this particular tutorial, because this chaining is from Python 3.10. So with the prompt, we are building the input, we are generating the response, and then we are extracting with the use of str output parser the final text output. And then we are simply calling invoke on our chain with an empty dictionary, and it's empty because we are not passing any variables to the prompts. So if you would like to know a little bit more about how Langchain works and what we can do with it, learn the basics, please let me know in the comments and I will prepare a separate tutorial for you. So now we are at the views. We have our home view where we can start a new session, and then we have the new chat view, which is a redirect view to the chat view. So over here we need to create a session, and for this to happen we need to actually import our model. So let's go to the models and import chat session as well as the message. And here we can write session is equal to chat session objects create, like this. And then we just need to pass in the ID of this session, which is a UEID. So we can write str and then session ID. All right, so this view is finished right now, and we can focus on the chat view. For this, we will need to bring in the form and the get response function from the utils. So let's do it very quickly. And now let's go to the chat view. I'm just going to paste the code very quickly and we'll go through it. So I'm missing one import, get object or 404. Let me fix this very quickly. Okay, so now we are getting the chat session by the session ID. If the request method is post, we will have the request post passed to the chat form, and if the form is valid, we are grabbing the user input over here, and then we restore the recent messages. This is what is going to be represented in the utils.py file as the history. So over here, we are grabbing the 3 latest messages. Next, as mentioned, we are passing this recent message together with the user input to the generate response, and we are creating messages, both messages for the human and for the AI. And then we are simply redirected back to the same page we are typing from. And this is if the form is valid and if request method is post. In other case, we just have a form without any request passed to it. And we also have the chat history. So we can display the messages in the template since we are passing the chat history to the template as well as the form and the session. So the templates you will find in the Medium article, but basically we have the base HTML, and inside of chats templates we have chat HTML and home HTML. One last thing before testing is to fill out the URL patterns of this chats application. So over here we registered our home view, we registered our new chat and our chat view. So yeah, we can go ahead and save this, and then I just want to show you that I've already included those URL patterns from this application inside of the main URL patterns. So yeah, we can now try our application and see if it's working. So now let's press start new chat, and here what I'm going to do is to say hello first, and then I'm going to ask what are the countries next to Poland. And then we have Germany, Czech Republic, Austria, Slovakia, Ukraine, Belarus, Lithuania. All right, so this is working. What we can do additionally is to add Markdown support. All right, so I've installed Django Markdownify, and I've added it to the chat HTML. I've loaded Markdownify, and I use this template tag on the text. And now this is the result. So we can ask another question like, what are the top 3 TV series? And over here we have the answer: Succession, Game of Thrones, and Stranger Things. So we can finish this tutorial over here, the instructions to install Django Markdownify, as well as other explanations you will find in the Medium article. Please consider subscribing to the channel, and yeah, hope to see you guys in the next tutorial.